Okay, and here's some examples of systematic instruction, some of those principles. And we're going to look at each of them. So task analysis, it's breaking things down into steps so that you can know which parts of this, so let's say we're opening a bottle, okay? So you've got to pick it up, you've got to find the top, and so you watch the child to see which of these things does the child know how to do, which don't they know how to do, and then so which things do I need to teach the child, okay? In a nutshell, that's it. Shaping, we've talked about shaping already. There's some sort of a response, and you're going to shape that into a word or some other form of communication. And at first you have to reward anything that happens, okay? But then you kind of up the ante, okay? And so when children are doing something that's almost, and we do that with, oh my gosh, you want to help me cook, or if they're doing close to what you're hoping for, it's like, oh, you almost got it, okay? And so you want to let them know that, so first it's like anything. Oh, you want to do this. Well, and you help with hand under hand or whatever. Then you up the expectations and you expect a little more from the child. And then the response or the activity or the reward doesn't come until you get to that next level. It's, okay, I'm not going to get this until, and then eventually you reward only that targeted behavior. Fading, of course, it's kind of like we saw that with hand under hand, you kind of fade away. It comes in all kinds of ways, and you want to decrease as soon as possible, but it's important to know that for kids with combined vision and hearing loss, that doesn't necessarily mean taking the supports away, because remember how we talked about the safe base, and so your goal can't be to remove everything and have them, or not all the things, all the activities your goal can't be to remove all the prompts, because there are some things that they're going to need support for all the time. Pairing, okay. This would be a good example, like if you're trying to teach about different kinds of cups or different kinds of spoons, okay. So you've got 2 cups, one's a tippy cup or sippy cup, and one's an open cup, and so you do that. And so if the child knows the sippy cup, but you want them to understand that there are more kind of cups and be able to use the word cup in more than one setting, so first you'll present just the sippy cup because he knows it. Okay, then you'll present both of them, cup, and then eventually you take away the sippy cup, and then you know that that's the cup. So we saw this back with the tangible objects, with the hairbrush, and then the little. So you had first they knew the object, then you paired it with the picture symbol, and then you took it away. Some examples there. So if you're going to teach a child Braille, first you'll put the Braille word right next to the object, and then you'll take away eventually the object. Oatmeal paired with preferred and non-preferred items. So if you want a child to, let's say you want them to eat oatmeal, but they only like yogurt, so first you'll eat just yogurt, okay? Then you'll throw a little oatmeal in and then decrease the yogurt so that you can get the child over to oatmeal. SpongeBob, we talked about SpongeBob before. So now your child is, the child that you're working with is 6 or 7. I don't know when you outgrow SpongeBob, what age he's. He was kind of in between anytime I had kids that were watching kids shows. So, but the child may still need something soft, something to hold on to, but you need, okay, here's SpongeBob and here's a new pillow. Maybe it's got a race car driver on it or something, and then eventually you replace SpongeBob with the race car driver pillow.